How's it going, everyone? Jude here from LMR.com. Today we're going to be talking about the door-to-body Weatherstrip designed for 2005 to 2014 Ford Mustangs. So if you're like us and maybe you have an older Mustang, especially from 2005 to the 2014 year models, you'll understand the importance of having good quality Weatherstrip. Anytime you've been driving or you've taken your car through a car wash, you might have some water leaking into the car. So with the door-to-body weather stripping, this is going to help reseal around the windows and keep the water and keep the wind noise out of the car. This is especially true for any of the cars that might have any sort of cracking or any sort of pieces maybe torn or missing on the door-to-body weather strip. This door-to-body weather strip is designed by us with the OE spec in mind. It has an added thickness where the glass meets the weather strip. This was done to achieve a better seal, and it will seal perfect on your car. Included in the order, we're going to include the left and right-hand side door-to-body weather strip, as well as pre-installed push pins to easily install on your car. On top of all of that, we also include other push pins just in case if maybe you break one or if you lose one during the install. If you own a 2005 to 2014 Mustang, this will only fit coupe models. This will not fit your convertible. So before we jump into the install, I'm going to give y'all a heads up. It's not as easy as what you may think. Removing it, very simple, but once you start installing it, it does get a little bit difficult fitting that new weather strip into place. So you will have to work on this a little bit more than anticipated. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the removal and installation process. Before we begin removing the door-to-body weather strip, we're going to remove this interior trim piece. It has a couple different clips to it, but all you got to do is kind of tug on it, pull it out, or pull away against you, pull away from you, and just give it a little bit of force. Ooh, got it. You have about 4 different clips. Once you pull that out, you can slide it towards the car and back out. Set it aside. Now you'll kind of pull away and tug on the door-to-body trim right here. Kind of pull it out of the way, out from underneath. Harder than I thought. Use a tool if needed. Okay. Now you'll have 2 push pins. Both are hidden, but you'll need some sort of push pin removal tool. You want to go up and underneath the weather stripping, and just be careful. Make sure to use something plastic versus metal. You want to damage the paint. You'll reach up underneath and kind of pry it out. Just be gentle and careful with it. And we had one that was broken. Perfect. So we only had one. In the new door-to-body weather strip, you will have 2 push pins that you'll be able to put in place right here. Now the easy part for this is you just start tugging it and just pull it out. Once you get here, you'll have another trim piece right here. You'll have to kind of pull away, and there will be 2 more push pins. One is exposed and one is hidden. Just be careful again, use a plastic pry tool. You'll pop those 2 out and you'll be able to remove the old weather strip completely from the car. Give it a little bit of tug, kind of move it away. You got that 1 push pin right there. Here's your plastic pry tool. Get it right up behind there, and again, be careful. You got 1. You have the second one right here. Again, kind of hard to get to, and it broke. So you're gonna have to get back there again, kind of tug. There we go. Now, if you want to save your OEM weather strip, you can. Completely up to you, but keep all the original hardware with it just in case. You can go ahead and clean behind the weather strip before we actually do the other install, just to make sure everything's all nice and clean before doing everything. We have the new weather strip right here. We're going to start from the top with the guide pin and insert it into the hole. Once you have that inserted, you can kind of work your way down and fit the new weather stripping behind the trim pieces, and you'll feel it catch as you continue to work down. Once you've kind of started working it down, you can now insert the 2 push pins at the bottom into their correct holes. one. There's two. Once you have the backside weather stripping in place, you can now start to work your way at the top and towards the front of the car. This is going to take a little bit of effort due to the channeling underneath. You'll feel the weather stripping start to set in place, and this will take a little bit of time. I'm gonna take my thumbs and kind of push them up into the weather stripping, kind of push into it. And you'll feel it lock into place. Little pops here and there, knowing that you've got it set in place now. You can use a trim tool, but it is easier using your thumbs just because you get better feel for it. You can kind of feel your thumbs the way through into the correct areas on the run channel. This is what's going to hold the weather strip in as you work your way down, because if not, it will fall and it will pull itself out due to the weight. You can see right here, you kind of have it pushed and sitting there. Your door or your window's not going to seal, but as you get back and as you get it closer in there, you can see how much more weather stripping you have right here versus right here. Once you get it in there, you'll feel it grab. That's going to help with window sealing and making sure that your window sits correctly. And you'll know once you close your door and you roll up your window, if it does not look right, you'll need to go back in and push it further in there to get it sitting further in. All right, even though I don't have everything set in place, I'm gonna have to go ahead and move this and plug in the last two push pins up here. This is gonna help at least hold it, and that way I can start going back through and kind of resituate the weather stripping into the right place. So I'm gonna take it, kind of roll it up a little bit, and depending on if you're working by yourself, if you have a second hand, that would be helpful. Obviously not you right now, but have it, that way they can at least hold it from it coming back out. So you're gonna take the last two push pins here, these two right here, and you're gonna insert it as needed. Where's the hole? Put that in the video. Where the f is it? There's one. I'm gonna put the second one in. And then I'll wrap the last bit of the weather strip right here, kind of around the interior. So we have it set in place. You can kind of see it's held. So I'm gonna go back up and I'm gonna start working the weather strip back in now, and to the point where it actually stays in place, and then we'll start testing for fitment and going from there. So just finished working this weather stripping. Again, this is a process. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time. It's not going to just go up, install, be done with it. I had to sit out here and use my thumbs and work this weather strip until I got it to the point that it feels like I'm comfortable of testing for operation. We're going to test for operation just to make sure that the window seals when I close it, and then when I get into the car and roll the window up. So, it didn't close all the way. Damn it. All right, take two. Okay. You can see that it's sealing properly around the entire window. It looks very uniform. There's not an area that's too much, too little. It's very uniform all the way across. And that's what you are going for when you're putting this new weather strip in. So now that we have that, I'm gonna hop inside and test for window. Make sure it rolls up and down good. But overall, looks great and it fits good. Once you have everything good and set in place, now you'll wanna go back through, put everything back together, including this trim piece, the one towards the front, and then also the A-pillar trim piece, you'll wanna put that back on. All right, everyone, that's gonna be a wrap. This is a straightforward install. However, it will take you some time to get this done. Obviously, going through, working it, your thumbs are gonna hurt when doing it.
My fingers hurt.
If you give it time and you work it correctly, you'll be able to get it done and get it sealed good. If you really wanna test it, hose it down with water, see if there's any drips or anything like that. It's probably the best thing to do because you don't want to be stuck out in the rain and getting water on your lap when you're driving. But other than that, if you have any questions, make sure to leave it in the comments below. We'll do our best to answer as many as possible. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And for all things S197 Mustang, keep it right here with the real enthusiast, LMR.com.